Hi there, my name's Andy Young and I'm one of the automotive lecturers down at Unitech in Auckland, New Zealand, and welcome to my Andy Mechanic YouTube channel. Now, it has been a while and my sincere apologies, I haven't uploaded a video for almost a month. And I suppose in YouTube terms that's sacrilege, but I've been really busy. It's been the end of the semester, end of semester 2 for my students. And I'm really pleased to say that those students that stuck it out to the end, and we did lose a few along the way, unfortunately, those that stuck it out to the end, they all passed. So, well done chaps. For any of you guys out there that are watching this video, very proud of you. Well done. It was very hard work, but we got there in the end. Good job. So now, all the marking's done, and I wouldn't say I've finished at Unitech, because I haven't. I've still got a few more days to go. But my workload, for me, Andy Mechanic, has now increased tremendously. I've been putting off a few jobs, just waiting until I have a little bit of spare time. And we've got the YMCA Yamaha Grizzly, the 450, back on the hoist. I picked that up the other day. That's in for, it's got a fault with gear selection, needs a service. I think we're going to move the mud flaps a little bit that I put on last time round just to get them in the right place for them. Just a general service, sort out the gear linkage. I don't think there's a broken panel that is replacing, but nothing too major. Outside, I've also got, coming up in the next few weeks, and I'll be starting work on that today, the Arira Surf Club's Yamaha Viking has come back in as well. And that is, unfortunately, again, in a terrible state. We've got brakes binding, which I'm going to have to sort out. There's already videos covering all of that stuff, so there's no need to do that on camera. But again, that also has a gear linkage stroke selection stroke inhibitor switch problem, where with the gear lever in the neutral position, it doesn't always actuate the inhibitor switch, and of course the engine won't start. You've got to jiggle the gear lever a little bit to get to start. So we're going to find out what's going on with that. I'm hoping it's just adjustment, as with the Grizzly. Both vehicles seem to have a very similar problem at the moment. Although with the Grizzly, the quad bike, it's engagement of park and low ratio is the problem. So that could be some play on the linkage because it's at both ends of the throw, as opposed to just pure adjustment. So I'm thinking there could be a bush, or something's, a bush is worn, or something's pinged off like a clip or something to give it that excess play. But we'll have a look, see what's going on. And there's going to be videos obviously produced for all the repairs which haven't yet been covered on these particular two vehicles. On the Viking, it's looking pretty damn rusty, so I think we're going to get permission to put some underseal, actually sort of shuts we call that in the UK, some black body underseal. We're going to spray that on there. It's the same stuff that I use on all the cars and stuff that we use on the road. It's really good at keeping all the rust away. And the rear exhaust, because of all the corrosion problems, have been working basically in the sea. The muffler has actually, the back end has rotted off and fallen away. So I've got a bit of welding work to do on that as well, because there's no point in buying a new exhaust for those guys. It's very expensive. If we can do a quick repair and just weld it up, it's only got to last another 6 months, and then they get a new one. What else have we got coming up? Oh yes. The videos on that TDR 250 just seem to peter out, and my sincere apologies for that. It did go for a test ride, and Ben came back with sort of mixed feelings, a huge grin on his face, saying, wow, this thing goes really well, better than it's ever gone before, and that was without giving it full beans. But he also was a little bit shaky as well, and he said, it goes really well, but it just doesn't stop anymore. So I've got basically a full rebuild to do on the front and rear brakes. That'll be master cylinders and calipers. And finally, we've got all the bits and pieces come through from Yambits in the UK. So we've got some bits in there. That's probably one of the, well, that's going to be one of the master cylinders. No idea which one it is. We've got the other one there, look, as well. That's another one of the master cylinders. All the internal components. I think that's the rear actually, but we'll see. I don't know. What else did you get? Okay, well yeah, you got reservoir cap and stuff, more parts. Everybody wants to know part numbers. There's a part number. Piston seals, that's going to be, there's two in there. One's a dust seal, one's a main seal, so that's probably going to be a rear caliper, I think. Because the front caliper's got two pistons. Well, there you go, so that'd be the front caliper. Sorry, my fault. Front caliper, two kits, one for each piston. Rear caliper, one kit, piston seals. There you go. Little screws that go on top of the reservoir at the front master cylinder. They're in there, look. You know, there's all sorts of stuff, and I'll cover all these part numbers and stuff when we're actually doing the job anyway. But yeah, pretty cool that he's managed to get all that stuff sorted out. So there's going to be four separate videos covering each of the master cylinders rebuilds and each of the caliper rebuilds. And those TDR 250s are getting pretty damn rare. Ben was looking online, and he only found one for sale in the UK, which is about £5,500. I mean, that's crazy money over there that they fetch. But he has found another one here in New Zealand, so he's very keen to get that one purchased because he has a super duper project where he's going to intend to what was he also found? He's found an RD250LC bottom end. He's doing putting Banshee barrels on it, a stroker kit, Banshee barrels, and so it'll end up about 450cc, 500cc parallel twin two-stroke. We're going to bin the YPVS. He's going to go for full bore, you know, old school two-stroke, which no torque, all torque kind of stuff. So it'd be pretty unrideable, I'm sure, but he'll have a lot of fun playing around on it. So that's going to be a project that's going to happen over the next year to 2 years. That's a long-term project. He's got lots of parts to find with that. So, hey, you know, watch this space, but we'll keep you informed as things pan out. It has been done. Plenty of people have done it before, and it turns out to be a fantastic job. What he also intends to do at some point is also convert that to two-stroke fuel injection, which has been very popular on the Banshee race quads, and quite reliable too. So that's something else we're going to look at, which is a new thing for two-strokes, really, especially in the motorcycle industry. Yeah, I think Yamaha's just about to bring out the YZ250 fuel-injected two-stroke. When that hits, it'll be fantastic. That's not a plug for Yamaha, by the way. It'll just be really cool. Be cool to see how they do it. What else have we got coming up? I don't know, that's probably about it. Oh, stats. We're about 6 months down the line. I don't really like talking about statistics too much on the channel. I don't want to be trying to boast because I don't think there's too much to boast about, to be honest. But it is interesting, and there's lots of people out there starting their own channels, and hopefully this will give them a little bit of, I don't know, enthusiasm, background as to what to expect. I mean, I suppose every channel is different, but this is just my experience of having a YouTube channel, I suppose. Earnings, let's get the nasty one out of the way first of all. Earnings are around about an average about $3 US per day now. Yeah, okay, it's not going to make me a millionaire, but that adds up, and it does help, and it's only going up, it's only increasing. So very happy with that. Because of the lack of videos recently that I've posted, which I haven't posted any in the last 4 weeks, the minutes viewed have just flicked downwards, which is it's a bit unfortunate, but that's the way it goes, and quite expected. If there's no new videos, you know, then your regular viewers are nothing for them to watch, really. Number of views, however, is still on the increase, so there's obviously new people coming along and watching probably the shorter videos that I produce. So yeah, I'm really quite happy with that. I think average number of views per day is about 750, 800, which is, it's just great, you know, very happy with that, can't grumble. And subscribers, the big one, subscribers, we're now around 850. I know Steve Robb, hello Steve. Steve Robb was fingers crossed for 1,000 subs for Christmas, but hey, you know, it happens when it happens. I'm not going to run competitions and bits and pieces to try and just lure people in. Those that want to subscribe, welcome aboard. Those that don't, hey, it's all good. These videos are there for you and my students, and if you find them helpful, so be it. That's the way it is. Okay, so that really does summarise what's coming up over the next few weeks. There's going to be heaps of videos on these Grizzlies and Vikings again, which are very popular in the States. There's lots of people over there that have got these vehicles, and they've told me that the information that I give them is really important. And of course, I'll continue to try and include any specs, quantities, whatever it is, from the Yamaha manuals embedded in those videos as well. So you've basically got everything you need, including the part numbers, to do the work or make the adjustments or whatever it is. Okay, well, I'm going to sign off now because I've got some vehicles to fix, and they're pretty urgent, both of them, so I better get them sorted out. Thanks for watching, and well, if you want to subscribe, I haven't done this for ages. If you want to subscribe, click the subscribe button and turn on notifications, and that way you'll get emails as and when any new videos come along. What was the other thing? Subscribe. Oh yes, you'll find me on Facebook. You'll find me on Instagram, Google Plus, and there's one more, isn't there? Twitter. That was the one. There you go. See, I'm well out of this. I haven't done this for ages. I'm gonna be editing this video, and I'm gonna be laughing my head off. Anyway, okay, crew. Keep up the good work, and thanks for sticking with me. Cheers. Over and out.